Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra and today let's make together these stunning earrings. I have named them Alexandra because these are the earrings that I've worn the most so far from all of my creations. I find them very elegant. They look and they feel gorgeous. I am really proud of my design. So let's get started with the tutorial. For this project you will need the beaded stud earrings that I've done in my previous tutorial. You will also need Toho seed beads size 11. I'm using these ones in silver color. You will also need Toho seed beads size 15. I'm using these ones that are metallic amethyst ones. You will also need 8 Paisley duo beads. Mine are in black raspberry color. I will put a link in the description below for the materials. You will also need beads, round beads. Mine are 5 millimeters. The color is white, I'd say, for these ones. Then you will need, for the drop, you will need a bead. I'm using this one that is 10 millimeters, but you could also use a teardrop bead. You will also need a thread. I'm using this one, which is 0.10 millimeters. I really like it. You will also need a needle. I'm using these size 11 ones. And for cutting the thread, you will need cutting pliers or scissors. I like using the cutting pliers more than the scissors, but that's my personal preference. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is take 4 seed beads into your needle like this. I already cut for this project around 1 meter of thread and I took it through the needle like this, and I left a small piece here for me to hold on to. So take your beads towards the end of the thread and now go through all of them again from the opposite direction like this. I will actually go twice because my thread is very thin and I like my beadwork to be very strong. You need to leave a small section of the thread for the end. We will cut it further into the tutorial. So after passing through the beads 2 times, you will exit the first bead that we added. This will create a little square like this. And what we need to do next is add 1 seed bead between all the 4 beads from our previous row. Like this. This is the last one, so what you want to do is go up. So we created the central part of the earring, this part. Now what we need to do is add 3 seed beads to our needle and then go through the next bead from our last row like this. Don't worry if they don't look nice yet, they will eventually. So again, 3 seed beads size 11 and we're going through the next bead like this. So this is the last ones from this row, and we have this. Make sure to pull your thread. Now what I want to do is go through this last row again to reinforce my beadwork. I like my beadwork to be nice and secure. I don't want any parts of it moving around, so I will reinforce my row. Like this, and I think we're done. Yes. So then what you need to do is go up to the most the pointing bead of our last row, like this. Now we need to start adding the Paisley duo beads. So what we need to do is take one seed bead size 11 and then one Paisley duo bead like this, and we need to take another Paisley duo bead, but this time it has to be on the opposite side like this, and another seed bead size 11, and we will go through the next pointing bead like this. This is what you will have. So we need to repeat this 4 times. So 1 seed bead size 11, 2 Paisley duo beads, and 1 seed bead size 11, and we're going through to the next pointing bead like this. I think this would be a nice pattern as well. Maybe I will make it in my videos, I don't know yet. So again, one bead size 11, 2 Paisley duo beads, and then 1 bead size 11. Like this. As you can see, our earring is starting to take shape, but it's not finished yet. So these are the last ones, and I will go through the bead, the next bead, and the Paisley duo bead. And also, because this is our central row, what I want to do next is reinforce my last row, because the Paisley duo beads are quite big and I want them to sit properly. I don't want them to be moving around anywhere, so I will reinforce them. These earrings are very easy to make. Don't worry if you haven't worked with beads yet. It's very easy, especially if you watch my tutorial. Okay, we are almost finished. I think this is the last one, if I'm not wrong. The last reinforcement. Yep, yes it is. Now what we want to do is go to this bead like this, and what we need to do is go up. So I am exiting this bead and I am going through the same bead again, but up, because I want to start making this row, the outer one. So this is what you will end up with from this row. Make sure to pull your thread so that the beads are sitting properly. Now here, we are here, so here we need to add 1 bead size 15, 1 bead that is 5 millimeters, and then another bead size 15. And what I will do is actually turn my beadwork, because I'm right-handed. and this is easier for me. So we were here, and then we're going to the next bead. We're always working in a circular motion. And now I need to add only the 5mm bead, like this, and we will be repeating this for our entire row. So this time we are between the Paisleyduo beads, so one bead size 15, one bead that is 5mm, and another one size 15. And I will pause the video and come back when I finish all of this. Okay, so I added most of my beads. Now I have to add the last one, so I thought I would show you how to do that. I will go through the Paisleyduo bead, and then the next seed bead size 15. And now this is the module that we just made, and I realized that this thread is kind of bothering me a bit. So what I will do is take the needle out of the thread from this end, and I will take it through this smaller end, because I need to find a proper position to make the knot. So let me see if you can see properly. So I'm exiting this bead here. It is from my first row, and what I need to do is go through the next bead that is next to it, like this. So now I'm exiting this bead, and what I need to do is make my knot. So I will go behind the beadwork, and then I will go up like this. I'm using the thread from my beads to make the knot. So what we are actually doing is making the knot before this bead, and I'm planning to hide it in the bead. So one more time, like this. I'm going down, I'm going up, and then I'm going inside the thread to make the knot. I will do this one more time. If you have a thicker thread, you might want to do this 2 times and not 3 times like I am. So that's it. And also make sure that your needle is very small, because you will not be able to go inside the bead otherwise. So now I'm going in the bead to hide the knot, and that's it. Now I will cut the thread. What I like to do is wrap it around my finger, and then cut it. 1 second. So we have cut the thread, and it's hidden inside the bead, so we don't need to worry about it. And now let's proceed with our beadwork. What you need to do next is take the needle and take it to the other end of the thread, the one that we were working with. And now what we need to do is attach the drop. So for this I will take one seed bead size 15 and 3 seed beads size 11, like this, and I will go through the bead that I have. And now I will take another bead size 11, and I will go through the big bead and the next size 11 bead, like this. Don't worry if it does not sit properly. So now what I need to do is make the same on the other side of my loop. So 2 seed beads size 11 and 1 seed bead size 15, And what I need to do is go through the purple bead that is size 15, like this. And what you need to do now is pull the thread. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go through the Paisley duo bead. Make sure that your thread does not get stuck somewhere. And now what we need to do is reach here to the top part of the earring. So then we need to attach the beaded stud. So I will go through all the beads to get there. Like this. And now, because I made the knot on this side, what I will do is, I'll show you in a minute, I'm going through the purple bead like this, and what I want to do is attach the stud on this side. So I flipped my beadwork. Okay, now we need to attach this, and I will take 2 seed beads, size 15, and 1 seed bead size 11 on my needle, like this. And I will find the bead to attach to. I'm not sure. Okay, I used this row. Yep. So I'm attaching this part to the stud. Now I need to do the opposite. I will pick up 1 seed bead size 11 and then 2 seed beads size 15, like this. And I will go through the seed bead size 15. So as you can see, our earring is almost ready. What I need to do next is, you guessed it, I want to reinforce my last row, and I want to reinforce the big bead from here. So I will flip my beadwork again, because I'm very right-handed. And now what I need to do is get here. So I will go through all the beads again. Be careful that your thread does not get stuck somewhere. Okay. You will need a very thin needle for this, because of the beads that are size 15. So I am going through all the beads on this side. So the 2 purple ones, and then the 2 silver ones, and then I'm going inside the big bead, like this. So I'm repeating exactly what I did earlier. Now I'm going through this bead again, like this. Make sure to pull your thread, because this is what actually will keep our earring from moving, like this. Make sure not to force your beads. It's better to have a thinner needle than forcing your beads. I learned this from experience. I learned it the hard way. So Okay, we're almost done. I need to... Your beadwork is gonna be strong now, so you have to be careful how you're going through the beads. Like this. One second. Okay, I got it. Like this. And what I need to do next is also reinforce this part of the earring that is attaching to the beaded earring from here. So I will do exactly the same. Everything is in their place now, and it's a bit difficult to get the needle passing through everything, so you will find it a bit difficult. Make sure that your needle is thin, as I said before, and also make sure you're not breaking any beads. Like this. So I'm not adding anything, I'm just going through all the beads again, like this. Now, as you can see, our beads are a bit loose, so this step that we're doing now, it's very beneficial for the earring because it will make sure that everything is in place. Nothing is loose. I'm struggling a bit with this Paisleyduo beads. Yep, got it. I'm exiting on this other side. Okay, so we are very close to the finish. What I wanted to do is reinforce this side of the earring also, and now I will go through the Paisleyduo bead only if I can. I will not go through the round white bead, so only through the Paisleyduo bead, like this. And here what I want to do is make my knot, so I will go underneath the thread from here, which is holding everything, and I will make the knot. So I'm going underneath and then I'm going inside the loop that I just made. I will do this 3 times. Like this, maybe 4. Nobody's gonna see the knot anyway, so it does not matter how big it is. And that's it. Now I'm going inside the white bead, and what I'm doing is I'm pulling a bit the thread. This way the knot will go inside, and I'm sure it's not visible. So now the last step, we need to cut the thread as close to the bead as possible, and that's it. This is our earring. I for sure will be wearing these a lot this summer. Let me know if you made them. Let me know how they turned out for you. I hope you like them, and if you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to post interesting videos every week. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. That's it for today's tutorial. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next one. Stay safe. Bye.